So, what are some of the plans for 2025? You know, you here. What are some of the plans that you have?
Um, you know, get this stop the violence in motion as far as I could, as most as and do the best I could with it. Like I told you, I worked on a series.
Yeah.
And I wrote a lot about, the story of my life, our life as a gang and everything that transpired. And I'm trying to turn that into a form of art and focus on that. And I just want to get involved with the whole Stop the Violence movement, more so on a personal tip opposed to just music.
Gotcha.
So, really like help the community and put myself out there and go down other avenues that don't got nothing to do with entertainment as far as that. I want to latch myself onto that. What else? I got the series, I got the song, and basically I got music that follow up from behind Stop the Violence, which should be different because I'm coming from more of a peaceful standpoint. It's like where I'm from, everybody look at me as a troublemaker.
Yeah.
And like the problem child. So it's like you're gonna be seeing me in a different light, making positive music. That's similar to the likes of Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill, Tupac. Yeah. They my inspirations in a sense, cause I don't know. I came to the conclusion before that I ain't really care to make money. I wanted to make history.
Yeah.
I ain't care to make money. I wanted to make history. I got that from Jamie Foxx, and when I read that phrase and that quote, I was like, nah, that's where I'm at with it. So I always had like this dream of being like a hip hop messenger or message, like according to the likes of Lauryn Hill and Tupac, they stuff for, you feel me, change. I always felt like I was talented enough to do that. Not everybody could do that. Some people could just get in the studio and say bang bang and that's it, or just rap about a whole bunch of shit. But I've been equipped with a certain talent where I feel like I could reach those target audiences and just do something more timeless.
Yeah.
So that's my go-to
For the
2025 is come alive. I ain't trying to go with the flow, so you heard it directly from me. Like I ain't entertaining none of the politics or nothing negative in the sense of I'm trying to hype it up. I'm just want to clean up shop.
Yeah.
And just have things move accordingly. Because I don't go with the flow. Like I kind of like make the flow.
Yeah.
Of where we going. So if I say stop the violence, it's stop the violence, right?
Gotcha.
In a sense. At least that's what is promoting and advertising.
Yeah. I did when you did it at first, I did see some people they kind of thought it was like sarcasm or not taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Were they upset at you for that or no?
In a sense it was sarcasm, and they felt the way about it. It kind of was, as far as like, it's not really even on that. Stop the violence.
Yeah.
They're like, let's push this because it ain't really on that. It's just doing this shit for clout, and I'm not gonna let y'all do it. But now it's really coming from a more genuine spot. Like, I put God first, and in the Bible it says Matthew 5 verses 9. Bless the peacemakers, for they are the children of God. So, despite all this other shit, like I'm on that, and I never had a problem with being myself. And I felt like although it came from a sarcastic standpoint, it was still my calling. Mm-hmm. I just had to see things at a mature light and have a better understanding about how I would go about it.
Gotcha.
Opposed to going about it in a sarcastic light, opposed to a more genuine light where it's like, let me really try to do this, you feel me? And I feel like that's what my mind shifted towards within the 6 months of me sitting down and just staying prayed up, I just felt like, you know, God was bringing me there, but I wasn't mentally there. And now I'm more mentally there. And I got this shit tatted on me, man. Love is love. Like, I'm a person that I feel like it's hard for me to hate. You feel me? I don't hate people, like, in general. Like, even I got beef with, you feel me? I don't never hate on, you feel me? It's not really in my DNA. Sometimes I be wanting to hate it, but it's hard for me to, like, care about a person that much.
To hate them.
Yeah, like if I care about you, I care about you, and so I'm not gonna hate you. But if I don't care about you, I'm definitely not gonna hate you, cause it's like I don't care about you.
Yeah.
If that make any sense, you feel me?
Yeah.
So you know, it's kind of like it's like what's going on today. You feel me? Just be claiming to hate it, they don't know it. You know, whether I know you or I don't know you, I don't hate you. You know, and back to the Bible, you feel me? That's the only two things we gotta do: love God and love each other. You feel me? So that's the only two laws. You feel me? That you gotta roll with. So I'm just, you know, taking it day by day.
Gotcha.
You know, trying to gain that light. Just stay down and discipline as far as it. It's not easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Because people gonna always poke at you and try to make you seem like a fraud about it. When you walking in the shadow, it's like, all right, let me get this ticked off so I could show everybody
that he's
this nigga
lying.
don't really mean it. And I felt like people was doing that at the time when I first did the Stop the Violence. It was like just trying to pull all type of skeletons in the closet where I gotta remind, like, what I gotta bring up some violent times. And it won't go hand in hand with what I'm out here trying to do. Yeah. So now, you know, I'm glad that I had that little space and opportunity to understand that.
Gotcha.
Dougie B definitely was one of the young pioneers that saw what I was doing with the whole Stop the Violence thing. And next thing you know, I seen him on live talking to his ops, saying, yo, like, nah, for real, like, we gotta stop the violence. And Dougie B followed me, and I done been with him, so it was only right for me to feel like it's stealing from me, in the sense, like, he must have seen what I was doing. So, but that's just, like, you know, I'm talking about like that. Even that's what it's about. It's like a snowball effect, and I want that to come to the light. And like, I got a big feature that's supposed to be on, like, the remix of it, and they not from New York, so it's supposed to go out further, you feel me, than New York, and more on the industry tip.
When is the song supposed to come out, and what can we know the feature, or that's kind of like...
Nah, I'm not gonna drop the feature because we might change it.
Okay, all right,
so
cool.
I don't want to speak too fast on it, but the song's supposed to be coming out probably like Valentine's Day or something. I'll probably drop it.
Okay.
For the love.
Gotcha. I was gonna ask. Okay.
For the love of something, but the video done. Video is epic, and we kind of really ready to go. We just had this in the way, so now I'm home now.
Gotcha.
We're gonna pick up where we left off at.
I bet. I know this is going on in Brooklyn, but did you see, like, Wu and Chose getting together? And
nah, my man was just telling me about that. He was like, yo, da-da-da. While you was away, the Woos and Chose is talking now. He's like, we was the first to do the Stop the Violence. Now they're going. So it's cool, and I don't care if I don't get the credit for it. I don't care if they don't say, like, it come from me, because it's a deeper purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Than just getting clout off of it. I just know sometimes it's stupid, like, yo, FABDON was on this. If you was against it, you feel me? And then you see that you look up to or influence you, and you see it do it, it's like, oh, it puts you in the position like, damn, I could have been, had my way in this movement, or before this, like, and it's like, oh, maybe Fab was right. Maybe he was on to something, like, because I got this, I got 10 times more influence than whoever you are, and you was going against it, and I seen it beforehand. So, and my shit really come from, like, a story. My shit don't really come from me, another doing it, you feel me, or seeing it being done. Like, I ain't seen nobody push and Stop the Violence and say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, and hop on a bandwagon. you know, all was inspired by my really come from putting a record out. It's violence in the background, me just wanting it to be music,
Yeah.
and like that.